True. So one very quick question on like one sector that everybody wanted you to talk about is sugar. So we all know it is a structural story. There are things. So I want to understand from two angles. One is, if you look at any sugar company, they are still announcing new capexes, right? So that is one. So what is your outlook on the sugar sector? And then the second question is, if you look at, because now that the sugar ethanol blending will be done, we know that there might be inflation for some years, right, in terms of food inflation. Because if you basically mix the fuel economy with the food economy, right, there is bound to be inflation. So like, are there any places that you're looking for in the food economy that might benefit from this?
So again, sugar, I will still say it is a very, very political sector. Okay. In that sense that, all this is possible only because the government is letting this happen. Now people say that, 60 rupees, 62 rupees, whatever is the ethanol price or something, right? That the cost of petrol pre customs and excise is much lower than that actually. Okay, it's just that the duties. So government is foregoing a lot of duties. Okay, we have to understand the economics that yes, government wants to bring down the import bill because this thing at current price, I think ethanol is more expensive than crude, right? Or petrol, for example. But if oil were to go to 150 or something, then the dynamics change. And obviously, government definitely wants to reduce dependency and more importantly, reward the farmers, right? I think it is all because of politics that government is doing this. Apart from all these other things are, I think, semantics. Actually, government will makes a loss by blending ethanol. A lot of people have tried to prove that this is not the case, but I will stick to what I say, that actually because loss in revenue and duties is a loss.
True.
So yes, the government is supporting it. So that is one thing you have to understand first. That and how long will government support it? Okay, and that is also important. Tomorrow, if so again with UP elections getting over, will the same government support be there? That is one question you have to. One risk which is there, big risk. Okay, with there has been talk about flex fuels and all that. Beyond a certain point, it becomes your engines might not be able to handle the 20% ethanol. I think is. I have talked to experts and all that, but I've got figures of 10 to 13% blending is which current engines can accept. Now government is saying about 20%, so I don't know how practical is that. And how much damage it will do to the engines. Flex engines and all that, there is a cost to it. It will take quite a bit of time. So it's a good thing that has happened to the sugar sector. Yes, if government support remains like that, it becomes a far less legal sector than it was before. So then it can become structural. But you have to basically have the confidence that government is still going to keep on this support. If you see in the past, for example, export subsidy government has removed some time back. So government will let them survive and make decent money, but it will not let these companies make exorbitant money. Because in worst times, government is supported them, is what my belief is. So, so at this point in time, I don't know. I mean, for me, the risk-reward ratio is better in other sectors than in sugar.
Makes sense.
So we have exited sugar, to be honest. Okay, and I'm not saying that it is a bad sector to be invested in or over or something. That is not the case. It's just that we found better risk-reward opportunities than sugar. Okay, so we were invested last year and we have exited. That is what my listing. Okay. But understand, I put a thread also on sugar on Twitter. If you just search for it, I put out all the dynamics which are there. I do give that, it is far less cyclical than what it was before. That is definitely happened.
Interesting.
But politically dependent, yes, it is very much.
Interesting. So we are already out of time. So can we like extend for 5 more minutes? Is that okay? Or
sure.
Okay, thank you. So one more question about the BOP